What's up, YouTube? It is Antonius. First, thank you for your patience. I recorded some really cool stuff out in India, and I am planning on uploading it, but I also got a pretty bad ear infection that has laid me out for the last few weeks. Getting better, slowly but surely. I took a few different courses of antibiotics, and this last one seems to be working. So expect some of that to be coming out soon. Also still have Safari stuff. So yeah, it's a juggle to go back and forth from work and life and YouTube and all that. So anyway, keep your eyes peeled. Thank you for your patience. Anyway, I had to talk about this. So obviously, most of you that watch these videos regularly, I upload travel stuff. So I try to let people get a peek into different countries and cultures. I'm also an avid football fan, and when I say football, I mean European football, and that game that I just watched, Arsenal versus Manchester City, was a travesty. It was a joke. It was an embarrassment. Every adjective under the sun could be added up, and it would not do justice to how that played out. So Manchester City scored a great goal to start it off. I was pretty surprised by how easily Haaland split Gabriel and Saliba. I really thought that they'd hold it down. Anyway, Arsenal get back into it. Gabriel scores another great header to put him up 2-1. Trossard gets a really soft yellow. He pulls the arm a little bit, pulls the jersey a little bit, but that's a foul. It's a foul. If it is a yellow, it's a soft yellow, and that should be taken into account throughout the rest of the game. At the end of the first half, in the 51st minute, which is already extraordinary that much time was added on, considering refs this season aren't supposed to be adding on 10-15 minutes at the end of the half, Trossard bumps into Bernardo Silva. Silva knows the challenge is coming. The second he feels contact in his back, he doesn't even jump for the ball. He 100% knows that he's going to get touched in the back, and he falls over like a little baby. He crumples. He doesn't jump. He doesn't go for the header. He knows there's contact coming into his back, and he falls over and cries, Trossard, the player that hits him, he bumps him in the back. It's a foul. All day long, it's a foul. It's the end of the half. It's the end of the first half. For Michael Oliver to give a second yellow there it's mind-blowing. That ref, every game he refs, ends in controversy. I don't, for the life of me, understand how he still has a job. It's crazy. The whole construct of VAR and English refs, it's just broken. In my opinion, it's just absolutely broken. I don't even know if I've been on shot here, but... So I like these sunglasses, but they're polarized, so I can't see. I have my screen flipped around so I can see myself, but I can't actually see myself. Anyway, worst, in my opinion, red card. Worst time to give it. Why are you gonna kick somebody out of a game at the end of the first half, knowing how soft it is? It's just mind-blowing. It makes no sense. To me, all it does is indicate that, let's not get run over here, Michael Oliver has the biggest ego in the entire world. He wants to put his fingerprints on every game that's played, and he loves that feeling of power that comes from materially changing the impact of a game. And not only will this change the impact of this game, it'll change the entire season. Arsenal were winning. They had better control. They were up. They very easily could have changed tactically in the second half, sat back, absorbed defense, played on the counterattack, had they had 11 men, which they should have. Instead, they go into the second half and they have to park 10 people behind the bus because Manchester City is probably the best team in the world. Second best with Real Madrid up there. And it just changed the entire dynamic. It changed the entire flow. Obviously, the second half was much less end-to-end. It was essentially Manchester City peppering Arsenal with shots. And Arsenal played terrifically, absolutely terrifically. Jesus, when he came on, Jesus was a beast. He had Silva in his pocket. It was a thing of beauty to watch. And they played with every ounce of soul that they had. And City, like City always does, goes ahead and gets a winner in the very last second of the game. Another complaint I have is, yeah, sure, there was stoppage time. There was well-deserved stoppage time for the end of the second half. 7 minutes? Really? Like, if Michael Oliver, and I've said this to a few friends of mine already, so like, don't make fun of me for reusing the same comment, but if he doesn't have a Swiss bank account that is regular getting deposits from the UAE, he's not doing it right. Because he gives them games. And this game could be him giving City the entire season. Arsenal deserved 3 points there. And then, yeah, I was watching the very last corner. 1 second left. It was a 96-59 or 96-58. And, of course, City does what City does, which is to score that last equalizer. And then the way they celebrated, it was as if they deserved it. And they didn't deserve anything from that game. So annoying, so frustrating, so irritating. Like, the beauty of the EPL is getting, it's just not there like it used to be. The dominance of Manchester City and what feels like the collusion of all of these different stakeholders to allow continued dominance it's just ruining it. It takes away all the spectacle of the game. But anyway, super frustrated. Arsenal deserved 3. I guess in like stepping away from the situation, them getting a point at the Etihad is a good result. But they deserved 3, and this is their season. Imagine they pull in like a top-class striker in the January transfer window, and they just start steamrolling. Imagine Rodri stays out hurt. Like, this could be their year. And I used to consider myself a City fan. I rooted for City back before the oil money came in. But the last, 7, 8 years, I don't believe in how they built their dominance. 115 is obviously a huge thing. They most likely built their bedrock on really dubious grounds, and now they're just an untouchable behemoth. So I can't root for them anymore. I don't think their positioning is fair. And yeah, I'm really excited to see kind of the outcome of the 115. But anyway, for this game particularly, it was given to them on a platter, as if everybody in the English football sphere wants them to win. It's bizarre. And I'm not one for a conspiracy theory, and I genuinely have no idea, but to me, it is really odd how these games play out. And so much of it comes down to Michael Oliver. He is just such a... He should be reffing under 15 games. He should be reffing kids. He should not be allowed to control the outcome of entire seasons like this. So anyway, getting that all out makes me feel a little bit better. I've been texting back and forth with my friends during the game. Obviously, we all watched the same game. We all felt the same stuff. I'm so proud of the Gunners. The second half, their defense was sublime. But they deserved 3. City deserved to lose. And if those points come down to the end of the season and are actually a determining factor, it's just going to be, in my opinion, another season that deserves an asterisk next to City's name. Okay, that's it. Thank you all for listening to that rant. I don't even know if I'll post it, but it was very cathartic. And yeah, I've got a ton more travel footage coming up soon. So if you've enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.